Peace, y'all. Precise here. Doing a book review today for this book right here. If you can't see what it says, it is Show Improve Pioneers, the Gods, the Earths, and the Babies Are the Greatest, written by Allah B. I read the book. It's a short read. It's only about 80, 90 pages. So you can knock this out in a day or two if you put any time into it. It's a great book. It's a good primary source. Allah B, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the gods who got the knowledge of self straight from Allah. So, he's talking about things that he experienced and saw firsthand. And that always is going to make for a good primary source. So if you're into writing papers, books and such, you can definitely include this in your project. This would be a good primary source for that purpose. One of the things is that I wrote a paper in college about the 5%, and I'll be honest with you, at that time there was not a lot of literature about Allah's nation of the 5% in written form. Most of the stuff that I used for that paper was from some of our newspapers. We had a few newspapers at that time, but I don't believe there was any books that actually spoke about the 5%. So a good portion of my sources for that paper was Muslim stuff and Elijah Muhammad stuff. So this book is definitely helping us move forward in terms of Allah's World Manifest, our history, our tradition, our stories, our narrative is being put into written form, which will make it so much easier for, the babies who are gonna one day want to write a paper or write a book about Allah's nation. They'll have plenty of primary sources for that purpose. So if you're into papers, if you're into books, definitely a good primary source. I would suggest you get it for that reason alone. Another cool thing about this book was that it also speaks about people in Allah's 5%, otherwise known as the nation of gods and earths, people who are pioneers in their own right and have done their own things and were the first ones to do it, or actually be recorded of doing it, because ultimately this is Allah B's perspective, but some of it I actually know about and agree with. I can speak on it for myself that some of these people actually were the first ones to do what they did. And also being in Allah's garden, it was cool because I saw people who I've walked with, worked with, done projects with, served with, down here, and they're listed in this book. Namely, one of our elders down here, Kashim, he's in the book. Divine Ruler is in the book. Supreme Understanding is in the book. And also Intelligent Tarif is in the book. These are all people that, have been in Georgia, have done things in Georgia, have added on. And so, it's cool seeing people that I've worked with down here, and then also other people throughout the nation that have done things and added on and gotten their name out there, and people that I've met, at Show Improves, parliaments, conferences and such. This is being, Region 4 down here, and I've gone to several of those conferences, and I've met some of the people that are being talked about. So definitely add this to your collection if you're trying to build up your collection of Nation of God on Earth, historical literature. This would definitely be a good add-on to your collection. Now, I want to make something very clear. Since I'm going to be doing these book reports, one book that I'm not going to do a report on is this one. This is a pretty popular book, Knowledge of Self, a collection of wisdom on the science of everything in life, written by Supreme Understanding. We just got through talking about him. And edited by C. Bess, Sunez, and forwarded by Lord Jamar. This book here, I cannot give you an unbiased opinion about this book. This book actually has an article in it written by me, so I can't be unbiased about this. This is a great book, probably the best book I've ever read. If you want to learn anything about the nation of gods and earths, aka Allah's 5%, this has to be in your collection. One of the things that is different about this book from other books that I've read is that this book here branches out across the United States. So you don't just have Medina, you don't just have Mecca. This book has articles written by people all around the United States, in the South, in the West, and definitely in the North. So yeah, I'm not going to do a report on this book, but I did want to let you know in advance. Don't ask me to do a report on this book. I can't be unbiased about this book because this is probably the best book I've ever read regarding Allah's nation at this time. Maybe something will surpass that in the future, but right now this is the best of them all. But like I said, I can't be unbiased about this book, so I'm not going to do a book report. So anyhow, more books to come. I will be doing book reports periodically as I finish reading various books. I want to give anybody who's authoring books in Allah's nation some shine, especially if they're good books, books that I find useful, books that can be used for book reports, papers, and if you're planning on writing your own book one day, those are the kind of books that I'm planning on featuring in my reviews. So stay tuned to that. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel. There's going to be other stuff on this channel, such as DJ mixes and all kinds of other stuff going on here. So stay tuned. Hit the like button if you like what I said about this book. Not this book, but this book. If you like what I said, hit the like button and remember to subscribe, because more stuff is going to be coming from me. Precise Infinite Peace, Allah. And on that, I'm going to say peace.